Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Of course, Vancouver Magazine is putting on their big night tonight in Vancouver with great food and wine pairings. You can find out all about it in the magazine.
Yeah, of course, the 7th Annual Wine Awards, and this is the 21st celebration of the Restaurant Awards as well for Vancouver Magazine. These guys are doing such a great job, and we are very happy to have our next guest joining us, DJ KEARNEY, sommelier, instructor, and journalist, and helped put together the Wine Awards this year, and ALANA PECKHAM, executive chef of the tremendous Crew restaurant here in Vancouver. Hi guys, how are you?
Couldn't be better.
DJ, first of all, tell us about the Wine Awards, 7th annual, and you were running the show this year?
I was running the show. I stepped into very big boots, vacated by David Schofield for professional reasons, and I had a ball.
Good for you.
We had over 900 wines. 3 days of
Did you have to try them all?
Of course.
Well, and David's talked about this before, the debate that goes into these discussions. I mean, people really care about this a lot, and they want to do, you know, obviously the best job, but there's some debate.
It's a smackdown. It's a smackdown. It's like DiPietro and Johnson. We were like that, and this is what we came up with. Well, some of
We've
the
got
105.
a few selections here today. People can find out all of them in the magazine, but let's start with the white you've selected today, because we're going to pair it with the food that ALANA's making from Crew. But tell us about the white.
This is our rich red, rich white.
Yep.
0.05, rich white winner. Haven't had a drink yet, and it's Chardonnay from California, from Sonoma.
Now, I love that you chose a Chardonnay, because this is one of the more debated grapes in the last couple of years as well. People have this love-hate relationship with Chardonnay.
You know, it's the most planted white grape in the world, and it's probably the most abused white grape in the world.
Yeah.
But when it's right...
Don't abuse your grapes, people.
Oh, but when it's right, it's amazing. When it's wrong...
there's nothing like it.
Now,
when
we're
it's
going to be pairing this with what today?
With seared qualicum-based scallops on a bed of red beet risotto.
Sounds delicious. Why don't you get the scallops started? You know what, cooking scallops people are a little bit fearful of. Now, do they just need a nice sear and not much longer than that? Is there a trick?
A nice sear, you're right, not much longer than that. Make sure you get a nice caramelization on the one side of it, a little bit of a butter bath afterwards.
A butter bath. Everybody needs a butter bath.
That sounds like
now
Super
you've got
Bowl
your
at my
pan
house.
nice and hot with some olive oil
nice
in there.
and hot. Canola oil and olive oil.
And you've already seasoned these too.
Exactly.
All right,
just a bit of kosher salt.
Tuck them in.
Thanks.
Now, DJ, why is this your choice to pair with the scallops as far as the white goes?
Scallops are rich, right? They're a rich, luxurious seafood. There's a buttery, succulent component. We have cheese and butter and earthy beets in the preparation, and it needs a wine with weight, right? You have to think about intensity and weight or richness when you're pairing food and wine.
This is really fragrant.
It is.
This is an oak Chardonnay, this one?
It has just a subtle amount of beautiful French oak. It's really well crafted. It's well integrated. It's not a piece of lumber with some fruit smeared on it. So, let's give it a try, and that's why it won this category.
Now, we'll notice that ALANA is stirring up some beautiful risotto here. Tell us about the risotto and why it is such a beautiful color.
It's a beautiful color because I've taken red beets and I've cooked them in some seasoned water, a little bit of butter, and I've pureed them.
Okay, so that gives it the bright red color.
Yeah.
Now, DJ, if we were to switch wines, because people like their whites and they like their reds, is there a red to pair with this dish?
You know, there absolutely is, and people need to be brave, because the rule of thumb is usually don't put red wines or tannic red wines with seafood.
Yeah.
And so you can do it by choosing the right red wine that doesn't have massive tannins, and then tweaking the preparation a little bit. So, Chef ALANA, you would probably put some consomme in instead of the beet puree.
That's right, a veal stock instead of the beet puree. You could add some mushrooms to it, a little bit of truffle.
And that would make it good for the reds.
That's right.
Now, is this the butter bath?
That's the butter bath.
I'm next.
Now, when you do that, it gives the flavor too, but it's got such a nice sheen to it as well. It's aesthetically pleasing at the same time.
And you keep your butter nice and bubbly like that. It's browning, giving it a bit of a nuttier flavor.
And you're basting it too. Does that help them cook?
It helps to spread the flavor evenly.
Good. I'm learning.
And how fantastic will this buttery, rich, fruity, oaky Chardonnay be with the scallops?
I was just gonna, I was gonna blow some smoke and tell you what a wonderful choice this is. This is a great indication of a beautiful Chardonnay.
It's well integrated, and it's made with care. There are more Chardonnays in the competition than anything else, and the fact that this rose to the surface of our rich red
Obvious choice.
category is fantastic.
Now let's move on to the red. And what have we got
Let's
here?
have a little dump.
Can we do
There
this?
you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. We'll leave Alana's there, just waiting for her.
And then we'll have a little nip
There you
of
go.
both.
Chef, you need just a quick sip. And Alana, how much fun is this? I mean, when you get that opportunity, obviously it's part of your profession as well, but when you get something like this, an event where you really get to tailor make something to a wine as well, that's got to be a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, definitely. You get to try the different wines, and immediately with the flavors of the wine and the profile, you get to think of...
Does it? Tick, 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 tick?
Ingredients just start popping in your head.
How much time do you guys spend, at Crew, sort of playing around with that kind of stuff as well, and making sure you're on point with the wine list? And
Quite a bit. Our menu is actually color-coded to the wine list.
It is really.
It's a brilliant idea for people that go there, and just gives you some indication of where to go with your wine selection.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, shall we plate this up? Our scallops are
Please.
done. They're taking a little
They
rest
are.
right now.
Yeah.
So the reason this one works so beautifully is it's made from the Grenache grape. It's from the island of Sardinia. It's Grenache.
I've been there.
Well, there
They
you
have delicious
probably
wines.
They
You are
do,
quite
they
sardonic,
do.
so it's perfect.
So anything with Pinot Noir is a great choice for a red wine with seafood or scallops or certain white fish and certainly red fish.
That's a very clean red. Very clean, yeah, very mellow.
The tannins are delicate.
So Alana, you've plated up the risotto, and now you're putting what on top?
A little bit of goat cheese.
A little bit of goat cheese.
It ties in really nicely with the flavor of the beets.
Well, and look
Interesting
at the
maneuver.
colors that are going to be on there when you're finished as well. That's gorgeous.
Wonderful stuff. And while Alana's plating, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what's in the magazine, about Big Night, about the restaurant awards that are going to be coming up fairly soon.
Very soon. Well, Big Night is our love-in, right? It's a Vancouver magazine that really supports the industry so much. And this is our celebration of the wine awards and the restaurant awards. There are 10 tables and 10 restaurants like Cactus Club and Menam and Bishop's and Blue Water. Chef ALANA will be there, paired actually with a very interesting tawny from Australia. And it's just going to be absolutely fantastic. All of the wines are featured in the liquor stores and listed in the magazine. And
well, that's a really nice thing.
It's a great guide to pick this one up if you're undecided or you get stuck in the same wines all the time, just to try something different.
Well, and I'll tell you, get into the liquor stores quickly, because when this comes out, it's amazing how fast the top wines go.
It's out, and a lot of the the wines are whipping off the shelves.
Well, and you guys have done that brilliant thing as well, where you have things at different price points, and you really look at value for people and making sure that they're maximizing that as well, if they can only afford certain drinks.
The great values are highlighted. Here's a little beauty that is just under $13 from Chile. Can't go wrong.
Beautiful. And you've plated finish us up here. You added the goat cheese, and then what else?
I added the goat cheese. I added a little bit of baby watercress for a bit of peppery bite.
Nice.
Nice.
And
the scallops.
Gorgeous.
Well, I think we should take a quick break so we can have a little lunch. That's what I'm thinking. You can pick up Van Mag right now. You can go to their website to find out all the information. Of course, this month they're featuring the 105 winning bottles of wine, including the great lower price selections that we were talking about. DJ ALANA, thank you so much.
You guys, thank you.
Pleasure.
If you haven't been to Crew in
Cheers.
Vancouver yet, you are missing one of the jewels of the city. Get in there and have a great dinner. You guys, thanks for the time.
Thank you.